So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Yansong Ma, and he'll take you through the details of the actual design.
Thank you, Sam. My name is Yansong Ma. I'm an architect from Beijing.
My name is Yosuke Hayano. I'm an architect also from Beijing.
We are partners. Our office called MAD. We are quite young. Our office just 2.5 years old. So we mainly doing a lot of competitions. So today I just show four of our high-rise building proposals. The last one will be the winning proposal in Canada. The first one is the World Trade Center proposal for New York. We did 2002. It's quite conceptual. In this diagram, we reconfigured the Manhattan Island to transform the modernism urban planning to a more organic and integrate urban space. The idea is to build something more related to contemporary social life, build something more horizontal against the modern vertical cubic towers. So this is basically a floating island. We have a park on the top of the island, and the whole building is floating above all the other skyscrapers. This is a section. All the city facilities will mix in this horizontal building, and the connection between them is more friendly and more integrated. And then they connect through all these legs with the underground transportation. This interior, the plan. It's quite conceptual, and many people don't believe this can build, but in our work we challenge the social issues and ideological more than technology. It's a model, it's a rendering. So it's basically a curvy reflection surface above the city, so you can look at your city from a different angle and see a new image of the city.
So next project is the high-rise competition proposal which we made in south of China, Guangzhou. Basically, the competition was to create the high-rise, like iconic landmark in the CBD, the central business district, which became the gateway of the new city.
The background image was amazing. It's a typical developed Chinese city. It's a lot of high-rise, quite high dense. And the diagram below is a ranking of the world's tallest buildings. And the last one is ours, the diagram. This is the competition we did in Guangzhou. The city, they have a height limit on site, which is 400 meters. And by the competition office, they wrote in the brief to encourage architects to propose the height that they think is proper for the city. It's obvious they want something high. And then we proposed this building we call 800 meters. But actually it's 400 meters. It's 400 up and 400 meters down.
Because at this point, the question was, what is the height for the high-rise? Then, of course, other competitors, they propose like 500 meter or 600 meter. But we thought the height is not the landmark anymore. Of course, like 10 years later, you're going to be the second highest building or something like this. Then this point, we came to the point, 2 points for the high-rise building. One is connectivity with the city. The another one is the circulation in the tower. So of course, traditional high-rise building is quite limited with the circulation system. Then each floor becomes horizontal organization. Then the circulation becomes bridge to connect one point to the another point. So first challenge for us was create this path instead of circulation for the tower to create more multi-layer, multi-meaningful space inside of the tower.
Okay, this is basically the image. And this diagram shows the comparison between our building and the traditional modernism high-rise. In this number one diagram is basically like a typical floor, and this space repeat just reach certain height. And all the space are same, they just try to challenge the height, but the space doesn't respond to the social and people issues. But in this number 8, the more organic and complexity stays inside. We think this is more proper for the contemporary life. So we have this diagram. We have 2 separate offices and meet in the middle, become commercial and entertainment, all the public use. And then they separate one still office, another become hotel, and then again they connect on the top, become a sightseeing track.
So from this diagram, you can see that we put the public space which usually sit on the bottom of the tower, but we put in the middle. Then this tower become 4 individual towers connecting the middle. So circulation become more complex and function is more multi-layered. Then also second point is the connectivity with the city. So we research about the city historical point, like a temple or park or university. Then we connect with the site. Then at the different levels, they have different focal point with the city. So people can recognize this tower from different perspectives from the city. So this drives the shape of the building as well.
This is another one, the third one we did in China. It's a city called Qingdao, a city produce beer, and it's located beside the sea. And all the surrounding building is 100 meter, the height limit. And only this building has a height limit for 150. Then we propose this building, this Chinese character means other people's roof is your horizon, 0 ground level, which means we put a 63% program on the 1/3 height above the other buildings to achieve more value.
So usually in China, the most property is surrounded by the security gate, which means the urban space is dominated by the 2 different scale. One is like a huge urban scale and another one is like human scale. This means in China, this public space is totally missing from the urban city. So the challenge for this project was how we can maximize this urban space and public space for this site. So that's why this utilize most of the space to the upper level.
It's like an elephant with 3 legs. And we have all these studies. We can control the complexity of the geometry and therefore to control the cost of the building, as long as the concept, the urban concept, remain. So this is the final rendering. It's basically 3 small towers goes up, and when they reach 100 meters, they connect each other, become a horizontal building from another angle. And then we have a landscape cover the first floor, become urban plaza under this building. And we have a park on the top, many clubs and restaurants. This is from this is urban plaza. We have 2 levels. One is ground level, one is the roof of the first level. And the outer skin is transformed from all these vertical columns to more organic shape to wrap the whole building. Is a roof on the tower. The structure. Okay, the last one is the image, the project Sam just talked about. We did this competition early this year, and we got shortlist. This is the image for the first phase. When we did this competition, we did this image quite fast. The idea is just to do something not a box, more free, because this site is out of Toronto. It's not a downtown. The environment is more like low dense and nature side. So we try to do a skyscraper more related to nature, but not industrial. So the local media later they give nickname Marilyn Monroe to this this building. Also other names, all those names related to nature as well. And this is the image for the second round. Because after we were selected, we worked on the feasibility of the building. So, because in the last 2 years we did like 60 competitions, and we only built I think 1 or 2. So we got a lot of experience. And so for this one, the second round, we start to work on the structure and the facade to make the building feasible. Now, you cannot see the structure, but the structure behind the skin is actually sheer walls. So it's quite easy and not so costly. And the facade basically is a continued horizontal balcony, so it's open. So we use all these horizontal lines to make this continued form. And actually in this rendering, all the plan, they are same. We just rotate the same plan in different angle. So the bottom is rotated with like 1 degree per floor, but the middle part is like rotate faster, and the top is slower. Then, if you look at the building from different angle, from the city, it looks different. It's a night view. And this all the floors. You can see it's small, but you can see all the core is straight, and all the shear walls remain the same location. Just the outer shape is different, and all the plan same shape. But then we need to draw all these plans. All the units are different because we want to achieve a low-cost structure, more efficient floor plan. And then it actually doesn't affect the buyers. They just come and buy. And I'm glad because we were quite nervous about the first tower because many people ask this tower has a lot of cantilever. Are people feeling safe when they live in this building? So when we discuss, we actually want to buy a unit next to this tower, so you can see this tower, but you don't have a risk. But I'm glad when Sam opened the market, the result is very good. And we got a call to design the second one. So for the second one, we took the same plan, but just again different rotation. Also, we want to achieve more solid feeling, more sculptural feeling, because this one, the first tower is at the corner, and the second one is a little far from the corner, and then it's also lower. And we use this software to design the facade for the second tower. We read this script, program and the change and study. You can see the change. And this is the final result we have. It's the same balcony, just we use different material, which is two transparency. One is very transparent, another is semi-transparent, to achieve this more solid feeling. So two towers, they kind of talk to each other and not the same. We are quite happy with this because it's more like an urban environment rather than one sculptural building. This is basically this one, the last image. Thank you.